In order for course attendees to receive reports that verify their attendance, like an attendance certificate, clock hour report, transcript, the attendance must be verified or graded for each participant. This activity is completed under the course attendance email option. The course attendance email option is available under the instructor, facilitator, or a PD manager menu. The difference is that under the instructor or facility person's menu, only they can see the courses for which they are listed as the instructor or the facilitator, where the PD manager sees all the courses. So let's go and look at that menu. So let's use the instructor as an example. So I'm going to go hover over the instructor menu and select Courses, Attendance, Email. And as the screen loads, here's a listing for this particular instructor of all the courses that they are assigned to, or that they are listed as the instructor, whether it be the lead instructor or as an additional instructor on tab 7 of the course request. Okay. When it comes time to do the grading, the most important thing is to make sure you have a copy of that signed attendance roster available, because that's what you're going to use to verify your attendance. When it comes time for me, when I like to do my verification, the first thing I like to do is I sort my courses to my open courses. It helps me find my courses, because over time you're going to get more and more courses listed. And I'm going to today use course 299 as my example. And I'm going to click on the pencil, which takes me to the grading screen. When you're grading or verifying attendance, it's a pretty simple project or process. I think of it as a 3-step process. And you'll notice, hopefully on the top of your screen, there is those 3 steps are written out, the directions. So if you forget, you've got your reminder there. So the first step is always to press the Mark All Complete button, and it's going to do a couple things. It's going to update the record of every participant to give them the default grade. And that default grade could be different depending on what your site has decided as your default. It could be C for complete or V for verified. So this default grade right here will get updated, and then it's going to update the earned column to be the maximum requested amount. So we'll go from V not verified to verified, and we're going to go from 0 to 6. So I'm going to press that button real quick. Okay. The second step is to edit your exceptions. So you're going to take that sign-in sheet, that roster that you have, and you're going to go through and you're going to check the record of all your participants and make sure that they're accurate, that they match. And so I'm going to go down my list, and let's say that maybe Brandy, instead of coming to 6 hours, only attended 5. So then I'm going to edit her record to match what's on the sign-in sheet. So I clicked on the pencil, and it's going to open a screen here, and I can go in and I can make my edits. So I'm going to change her hours from 6 to 5. And if I wanted to, I could leave a comment and say only, or maybe, how about say she left early? You know, she had a dentist appointment. You could put whatever you wanted. So, I'm one of those people, I like notes so I know why. So if that's helpful to you, put in a comment. And if there's anything else I needed to put in here, I could go ahead and do so. And then I'm going to update it. It's going to save that record and update her record. I can also come in here and make any changes. Let's say that Katie just didn't show up at all. So I'm going to want to make a note and update her record as well, edit her record by clicking on that pencil. And on hers, I'm not only going to change the number of credits earned. Since she didn't show up, she's not going to earn any, but I also want to change the grade. Since she didn't show up at all, I want to change her to an NS, which stands for no show. And I'm actually going to put a note in here that she was she did not attend. And then I've got a record of why I marked her as a no-show. Right. So you were going to go through and you would do that for everybody on your sign-in sheet. And the goal is that your sign-in sheet matches what's on this screen. In doing so, you might notice that there's someone on your sign-in sheet that isn't on this screen. Maybe they wrote their name in and they signed themselves in, but they're not here. That would be a good indicator that they didn't register through the system. And in order for them to receive credit and actually have this course added to their transcript, they would need to be electronically registered for this course. And that's where you might want to use the Invite Register tool. So I'd pause what you're doing here, go ahead and go to that Invite Register tool, register them for the course, then come back and complete this process. And we do have directions on that. And you can follow and get them done there. Anyway, so after you've gone through, you've verified that everything looks good, the last step for you to do in this 3-step process is to press the Grading Complete button. And a couple things happen when you press this button. One thing that will happen is that it's going to send out a couple different emails. It's going to send out an email to the PD manager letting them know that you have completed the attendance verification and that they're going to be on the lookout for those sign-in sheets. It's going to send out an email to participants that have not yet completed their evaluation, and it's going to remind them to do so, and it's going to also let them know that you've verified the attendance. And then it's also going to send out emails to the group of participants that have completed their verification or their evaluation, thanking them for doing that and letting them know that the course has been verified as well. And lastly, it's going to change the status of the course from open to grades in. So let's go ahead and press that button. And you know things went well when you get this little message at the top of the screen that the course has been marked as grades in. And if you return back to the main screen, you'll see we don't see 299 showing up anymore because I have a filter on my courses to open. So let's unfilter by clicking on the little green circle, arrow circle thing. And let's find 299, see grades in. And you have successfully completed attendance verification for the course. And so the last step, and the probably most important step of all, is to remember to send off your sign-in sheets to your professional development, teaching and learning, curriculum department, whomever is in charge of those sign-in sheets after the course is completed. All right, thanks.